Peace and love, community. It happened again. So I'm gonna just do this video without bringing no other proof, and maybe I'll just post the other proofs on the upcoming video. But this video is about the female. No longer would there be any confusion amongst our females in our community. KOS represents knowledge of self. Over here, we get KOS. So please like, subscribe, and get the notifications by clicking the notification bell. So now we want to bring this divine timing into the perspective. So there's a lot of convo and conversation in our communities, and it's a lot of warring I hear and see, and I do not like it, between the female and the male, between the feminine and the masculine. We must know, during our generation, we have been wrongly educated about what life is, and some of us have not even been directed into a sensible understanding of what life is. So today we're going to bring a valuable wisdom, a valuable treasure, a splendor for all sisters and all females and all feminines, or feminines, as I like to say. Let's begin. Well, before we begin, this text comes from an ancient source, and all this ancient source is filled with just wisdom. And so wisdom is the main piece of getting understanding. To get understanding is to get wisdom, is to get wisdom is to get KOS. So over here we get KOS. So today we finna get KOS on the female. Oh yeah, so we finna start. Okay, Sufa 19, the female. All untha. 1. O you who believe, let it be said, all untha. 2. The female, the feminine. 3. The 17th name of our Creator, who is Allah. All are, you will also hear me say, who is the infinite, the unique, the all-knowing. Allah defines a perspective, and this perspective of the female is this. The female, the feminine, is the nurturer. The female and the feminine is the conceiver and supporter. 5, the half by which all life depends. Not some. Did we catch that? All life depends on the feminine. This is how all life gets here, through the feminine. And that feminine is the female spirit. We need to know more of this female spirit in our community. Now we just find out all life depends on the female and the feminine. Also, the feminine, the female, is the wise, the intuitive, the more powerful of the sexes. So when we assigning the feminine is the wise. This is from Allah's perspective, the intuitive, the more powerful. And we're going to see why, because wisdom is more powerful than all powers. And wisdom is the nature of a female. 7, all, not some. All is indeed feminine and masculine. Just as you was born from your mother and your father, so all in existence is born from the feminine and the masculine. To deny such logic is the sign of sickness of the mind. So now logic is assigned to the feminine, not the emotion, but the logic. So that's another clear up and a cleansing, a mental cleansing spiritually. To know that the feminine or the female is based in logic. This is her higher self. This is the mother of virtues. This is the logic that we're talking about that is indeed feminine and masculine. And when a mind is without such a logic, that is a sign of sickness of the mind. 9, the female is equal in nature and existence. Booyah. There's no more unequalness or inequality. The female is equal in nature and existence. And you will see nature means restorative powers. So the female with her mind has the power to restore all bodily processes. The mind has the power to restore the powers of growth. The powers of the mind is character, the principle of life, and being of essence and existence. Reality. So this is how reality is formed from the inner, which is the higher, which is the netter, which is the feminine, which is the feminine. This is where all equality in nature and reality is come from, the female. So if anyone does not know this, number 10, do not curse Allah through your ignorance. Though you ignore, don't curse Allah through your ignorance. If female was less, then life would be unbalanced. If female was less, then life would be unbalanced. The female is equal. The female would never be less at KOS. With KOS, a female is never less. Life would be unbalanced. Allah protects, as we see with wisdom. So let's get some more game of wisdom. 12, nature and existence. Remember that mentioned earlier, the female is equal. Nature and existence depends upon the equality of the feminine and the masculine. The circle and the line, family. This is how we become a community, by embracing equality of the feminine and the masculine, nature and existence, mind and body, female and male. The rights of women are divine. The rights of women are divine. The rights of women are sacred. Sacred are the rights of women. See, and Allah says, see that women are maintained in the rights assigned to them. This is what KOS is bringing forth, the restoration of the healing of the planet. And we heal the planet by healing our female. by letting her know the wisdom that women's rights are sacred, that the female is equal and never less in the ways of Allah, and that all women are maintained in their rights assigned to them by Allah. Allah enjoins I to treat women well. Allah enjoins you to treat women well. Why? For they, the female, the feminine, are your mothers, your sisters, and your aunties. All unthas. Shall I not point out to you the best of virtues? Question mark. Isn't that title of Proverbs, the last chapter in Proverbs, the virtuous woman? Who has better virtues than the female and the feminine? 18. It is kindness unto your daughters, even if she return in disgrace. Verily, verily, women are the twin halves of men and equal before Allah. Equal before Allah. All women are twin halves of men and equal, not unequal. Not this man over that woman, this man over this woman, but men and women are twin halves and are equal before our divine creator, who is Allah. For KOS, we getting KOS. We KOSing. 20. Thus, any judge that issues a greater penalty to a woman than unto a man is indeed a poor judge. What did it say? It take a village to raise a child. Any village that stone a woman for infidelity, yet merely chastise the man, that village possess no law. For if the elders of a village demand harsh penalty, then let both the man and woman be stoned. Not just a man, not just a woman, let both the man and the woman be stoned for infidelity. This is precious. We are equal halves to each other. This is precious. 26, better than to admonish your wives with kindness. There's an interesting word that you can look up. Admonish your wife with kindness. Not wives as you got many wives. Wives as in men. Talking plural to men. Treat your wives with kindness. Men, plural. Treat women with kindness. 27. Allah employs you to treat women well. The Creator employs us to treat women well. For again, they are your wife. Your daughters. Your daughters. Therefore, protect your mother, your wife, and your daughters, and see that no harm come to them. It is the most solemn law of Allah. This is the most respectful law of Allah, that no harm come to our mothers, our wives, nor our daughters, any of the female and the feminine. And 32, that man, refrain from intimate relations with young children, and especially young girls. Men who respect and defend the honor and life of girls that are not of age shall be blessed in the afterlife. Do not take heed then to the wickedness of the merchants, the sellers, and the false immorality of the Umayyad, these low moral men that speak against such high morality and self-responsibility. Avoid such men, beautiful females. Get K.O.S so you know what you need to know out here in these internet streets. 37, the merchant who possesses no morals in the way of flesh. See, morals is of logic. Logic is of the mind. The mind is the wise. The wise is the intuitive. The intuitive is the most powerful of the sexes. The most powerful of the sexes is the feminine. The female, baby. We're talking about morals. Female morals. And any merchant or any seller who possesses no morals in the way of flesh are an illness that by the law of Allah must be cleaved from the body of the earth. I got into it, yes. The rights of women are sacred. It is a grave crime against Allah to prevent women from entering a place to pray. Any teacher then who prevents a woman from entering a place for prayer, remove that man immediately as an imposter. Allah demands equal rights to men and women to honor Allah. Allah demands equal rights to men and women. So as Allah demands at KOS, Allah pleases. 44. Honor your wife. Honor. Men, honor your wife with intimate relations. Only your wife with intimate relations and no other. Do not associate yourself, man, penis man, with the prostitute, nor anyone who will sell their flesh for profit. If a man be displeased with his wife, he may speak to her, but not beat her. The merchant and the ignorant men beat their woman like donkeys. The merchants disrespect women and claim a sacred right to more than one wife. They openly mock the law of Allah. A true man of faith must not strike his wife, nor take another at the same time. No man must not strike a woman and must not take another woman at the same time. To have more than one wife at the same time is an abomination before Allah. Allah ain't having that. Allah is righteousness. Do not listen then to the wicked and vile behavior of the low moral men and merchants. These little low men providers, they may have money, but they got low morals. The merchants. It is a grave crime against Allah and Islam to have more than one wife or more than one female companion at the same time. And we're going to stop it there. It's against Allah and Islam to have more than one wife or female companion at the same time. So with that, women, I hope you was educated well. Thank you for getting KOS. For men, I hope you learned how to unlearn and learn now the wisdom of the female and the feminine. Peace and love to all. We KOSing.